Run it, baby. Ricky Cheese, baby!
Hey guys, welcome to the Florida Wrestling Room Facebook page, thefloridawrestlingroom.com, and our podcast. It is your boy, Ricky Cheese. Listen, I had to jump on here and talk about something that a lot of people talk about. I hear it in the stands when I'm at tournaments. I hear it from parents. I hear it from coaches. I've been asked this question before, and the topic is training at a private wrestling academy in addition to your regular high school program. Is that a good thing? Is it a bad thing? What do you feel about that? My feeling is I think it's a great thing. There's a lot of coaches, well, I won't say a lot, but there's coaches out there, numerous coaches out there that don't like it for whatever reason. And I'm making this video to maybe learn what some of those reasons are, because I can't think of a single negative as to why I wouldn't want my wrestler, male or female, to train at a private wrestling academy in addition to their regular high school program. And I'm going to tell you why I feel that way as well. First of all, there's a million of them out there. You see new clubs and academies popping up left and right, which I think is great because it's really made our state jump levels. It really has. The numbers don't lie, man. Just look at all our kids placing at national events, Fargo, Super 32, Ironman. Listen, we may not be winning all those tournaments, but we're always putting kids on the podium. Anyhow, you get the point. But there are a lot of them out there. The one that comes to my mind is BB Trained. Connor BB, great guy, amazing coach, great mentor and friend. The guy's a 4-time NCAA Division I qualifier. When he was at Central Michigan University, was teammates and I think maybe even roommates with Coach Scotty Sentes at Campbell. Just a good dude, man. He started this thing, his family did, in Illinois, and now he's got 2 locations in Florida, and it's just a great academy. So that's one of them that come to my mind. But you got a million of them. You got Gladiator with Coach Duck. You got the newest one, Concrete, in Miami. Another great one with Coach Vic. Spartan RTC, Coach Mike Palazzo at Spartan. Irons Elite, Jabari Irons. Those are just some of them. There's many more, and every single one of them I would have no problem sending my kids to train at. In my eyes, the benefits of training at a private wrestling academy in addition to your high school program, number one, you're going to gain enhanced skill development, increased competition exposure, personalized coaching. That's the main one. Listen, we have a tremendous amount of very, very good high school coaches that know their stuff, but they can only teach so much in a settings such as the high school wrestling room. They have to go at certain paces for certain kids. It's not ideal. They do the best they can. I know they do. And a lot of them are very, very successful. But the personalized coaching that your kid's going to get at a private wrestling academy or club, you can't beat it. You just can't. Skill development. Let me talk about that for a second. I wrote this stuff down so I didn't forget. Specialized coaching from coaches who can focus on specific areas of improvement. They'll teach technique. They'll refine technique that they already have, but you're going to see improvement because of the close coaching between that coach and your wrestler. They can hone in on specific things that need to get corrected or just enhanced. So that's something that they're going to get that they may not necessarily get or get as well at their high school program. Advanced training. They typically provide a more intense and focused training environment at these wrestling clubs and academies compared to many of the high school teams. What this allows for is more focused skill development. Kind of touched on that a little bit earlier. So that's another reason. The individualized attention, let me go back to that for a second. When your wrestler can receive personalized attention and feedback from a guy like Connor Beebe that's been to the big show 4 times, or even from a guy that hasn't but just been coaching and is a very good coach, it's awesome because they can address specific weaknesses and work on the areas where they need improvement. And again, also improve on those things that they're doing well at as well. Just fine tune, tweak a little thing here and there. More mat time, definitely get more mat time, more practice time and opportunities for competition. It allows your wrestler to gain experience and build confidence, which is huge. Confidence and the mental part of the wrestling, absolutely huge. Wider range of training partners. This one is huge. This one I love. They get to train with kids from different schools that they may not necessarily get to train with other than meeting them in a match. And now, if they're training at the same training center or wrestling academy, club, whatever the heck you want to call it, it's a beautiful thing. They're going to get different feels, different looks from these kids that they normally may not get. And that's just huge. I mean, it speaks volumes for just what it can do for a kid. So wide range of training partners is a huge one in my book. Exposure to different coaching styles. That's a good thing, coaches. Stop telling your kids to not go to another place. Tell me, guys, what is it? I'm talking to you coaches that do have a problem with it. Man up, guys. Let it be heard. You got to have a reason, so let's put it out there. Is your ego that big where you don't want other guys coaching your kids? I don't know. I'm not pointing my finger at anybody. I'm not mentioning anybody because I don't have anyone to mention. I'm just saying in general. The coaches that don't like it, tell me why. Chime in. Leave a comment in the post. You probably have something very valid that I'm not thinking of. I would love to hear it. So please, coaches, comment in the comment section or post in the comment section under this video once it's posted. I'd love to hear it. But exposure to different coaching styles is a good thing, guys. It's good. Styles and philosophies, they'll see that, which can expose them to new perspectives and techniques. What's bad about that? Listen, they can keep what they want and forget what they don't want to keep. It's up to them. So let these other coaches at these training academies teach them whatever the hell they want. Your kid will retain what he wants and throw away what he doesn't want. But let him learn it all. Let him learn it all. It's only going to make him better. Can't make him worse. And if you can, tell me how. Drop that in the comments. Love to hear that one. Improved conditioning. Why would you have a problem with your kid getting a better gas tank? Like, there's no negative there. What's the negative of improved conditioning? I don't know, overtraining maybe? It's the only thing I can think of, but that's a whole different topic. I'm talking about conditioning. Most of the training academies, and I know BB does, they have rigorous conditioning that definitely will help a wrestler build up their gas tank. Strength and endurance they're only going to help your wrestler. So if your wrestler's getting stronger and getting a better gas tank by attending an academy, what's the problem with that? Again, I say, show me the negative. Show me the negative. Help me help you. Mental toughness. I spoke with David Sachs, who was a former wrestler at Northeast High School in Fort Lauderdale High School back in the 80s, mid-80s when I wrestled in high school. And we were the same weight class. I don't know if we ever wrestled, but super good kid, super good guy now, adult. Around my age, maybe a couple years younger, but he went on to wrestle at Stanford. He became a licensed clinical psychologist who specializes in sports. What's the word I'm looking for? He trains people to learn how to be a little bit better mentally when they're competing, because a lot of people have anxiety over that, performance anxiety. I did. I would get butterflies and be vomiting if I had to wrestle a JV kid that never wrestled a varsity match in his life. I'm throwing up in the bucket. That's just how I was. I knew I was going to win. It wasn't about that. But I learned later on in life what it was, and that's personal stuff that doesn't need to be talked about here, but I'm sure many can identify. Anyways, when I spoke with David not too long ago, I had him on a podcast. Look that one up, David Sachs. Go to the YouTube channel, you'll find it. But anyways, he told me a big part of it is the mental aspect of it. And he's got a lot of clients who have performance anxiety. Just for whatever reason, man, they freeze up, black out during a match. They can't remember one thing from the next. It's a huge thing. So that's one of the things that they'll get help with at a private academy, the whole mental aspect of it, because you get a guy like BB or Duck or Palazzo or Charbonneau or any of them that have been there before, that have wrestled at higher levels, college and international, which every guy that I just mentioned has wrestled college or international, and they can teach your kid how to deal with the whole mental aspect, what to expect, what to think, what not to think, what to worry about, what not to worry about. A lot of that will be learned at a private academy. Can it be taught at a high school? 100%, and probably is. But there's nothing wrong with hearing it from another mouth, from another aspect, from another angle, from another guy with different experiences. Nothing wrong with that at all. So a private academy can really help with the mental toughness, but also teach them about the mental side, like I just said. It's a huge part of the sport, of any sport, but specifically wrestling. So yeah, let them learn that from other people. It's a good thing. Increased confidence and self-esteem, which is probably the biggest. Kids who train at private academies, they gain confidence, they gain self-esteem from achieving personal goals and competing at a much higher level. A lot of these guys that are running these private academies will make your wrestler write it down on paper and put it on the wall or their mirror or wherever it's going to be seen. But they will write their goals, their dreams, what they want to accomplish, and they'll help them step 1 through a million. They'll meet every goal, or at least do their best to get them to meet those goals. And most of the time they will. So increased confidence and self-esteem. So these are just the things that I think are positives, but I want to know the negatives, guys. Talk to me. Tell us what is negative about your kid training at another facility. Listen, these guys are not out to steal your kids. BB has no allegiance to any program. He doesn't. He doesn't coach at a school. He's not stealing your kids. They're not stealing your kids. Has that happened? Absolutely. Sure it has. But I always go back to saying this. Whether it's right or wrong, if your kid is happy where he's at with you, there's nothing anybody can say to get him to leave. Just my personal opinion. Could be wrong. That's just what I'm saying. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Let your kids train at other facilities. You will see the benefits of it. I promise you, they're going to get better. And here's another positive. What they're learning there, what they're paying to learn there, they're going to bring back to your program. They're going to teach their buddies. They're going to talk to their buddies. What's wrong with that? It's going to make your job easier, make your kids that much better. It's just a beautiful thing all the way around. So guys, thank you for tuning in again. I appreciate all the support at the Florida Wrestling Facebook page. We're over 25,000 followers and members. Those are active members that use the page all the time. Thank you for supporting the FloridaWrestlingRoom.com, which is the home of the official TFWR state rankings. We only rank the top 10, guys. So if you want to see who the top 10 are in each weight class, head on over to FloridaWrestling.com. And remember, always keep grinding for greatness. It is your boy, Ricky Cheese. I love you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. We'll see you soon. Have a wonderful Christmas, a very safe and a happy new year. And remember, keep on grinding, baby. It's only going to get better. It's going to get great. So keep on grinding for greatness. You guys take care. Talk to you soon.